Hey guys, and welcome back to another Halloween video. Now, today I have a new for 2022 building review from Lemax Spooky Town. This is not one of the preview items they sent me. I purchased this one on my own, but I'm very excited to talk about it. Today I have the Dr. Gory's Laboratory. So this piece, again, I bought this one. It's not a preview item. This one is not a Michaels exclusive or anything. I actually don't know if Michaels is going to carry this one, so that I don't know. All I know is that it's new for the standard lineup, so it's not an exclusive or anything. And I'm very excited to talk about this one, so let's get into it, shall we? So Dr. Gory's Laboratory, I was really excited for this one because I'm a big fan of mad scientists and evil laboratories. I remember one of my first Halloweens ever, my dad and we both dressed up as he was a mad scientist, I was his specimen, I believe, or his assistant, but that was one of my first Halloweens ever. So, yes, and plus just some of the props that they've done for it. I love the mad scientist motif. I'm a really big fan of that. Of course, Dr. Frankenstein, is part of that, but also I love the cartoon Dexter's Laboratory growing up. So, yes, I love the mad scientist motif. So this one, I was already interested in it, and I haven't gotten my hands on it. I think they did a fantastic job with this. I'm very excited to talk about it. Some of the details here are great. So this piece is actually very striking for Lemax Spooky Town because they actually use like this liquid resin for some of the details they have on this piece. You can see here some of the tanks on this piece, particularly the ones that are underneath the brain. There are actual bubbles in there. Now, whenever you can see the piece when it's lit up, they're not actually animated, they're just stationary, but still, it's a really cool effect. It reminds me a lot of the Department 56 Monsters of the Deep, with how it uses that fake liquid for the water. It's very much like that, and hey, if I'm comparing the detail to Department 56, it's probably pretty good, right? Anyways, to talk about the lighting on this piece, I mean, this building, the lighting is fantastic. You've got tons of different colors on it. You've got various pulse lightings. You've got the insulators at the top, which I'll talk about more in a moment. But lighting-wise, it's super vibrant. There's a lot going on here. You, of course, have the tanks I've mentioned. As you can see here, they both pulse on and off. It's a very cool effect. It kind of makes the appearance that it is animated, but it's not. It also kind of makes the appearance that the bubbles actually move on it, but again, they're stationary, they don't move or anything. But as you can see here, again, kind of gives the vibe of animation, even though there isn't any, so the good thing about that is that you won't have to worry about anything breaking. And of course, the most striking thing about this piece are the electric insulators at the top. As you can see here, they spark, there's sparks of electricity. It looks fantastic. It really does look like that's, it's the electric insulators in a mad scientist laboratory that's sparking. Some of the details here on this, you of course have Dr. Gory at the front. Like I mentioned, the bubbles in the green tubes and also the mad scientist device that's at the bottom. Again, very Department 56 in feel. You've got these tentacles that are at the top here that look great. And of course, the most striking thing about this piece is the brain. I mean, come on, check out that brain. Again, perfect for the mad scientist motif. So, let me address the elephant in the room about this piece, and it's kind of a point of contention for a lot of people. It's this light bulb. Now, I know a lot of people, the general consensus is that it's a great piece, but the light bulb takes away from it. I actually don't mind the light bulb that much. I understand what they were trying to do. It's supposed to be like one of those Edison bulbs that you would find on a mad scientist device. And I think the fact that it pulsates makes it gel better with me, but I do agree it could have been done better. So, why don't we modify it to make it look more like one of those Edison-style bulbs? So, what I did here, I modified this piece, and I'm going to show you in just a second here, but I replaced the light bulb on it. So, what I did was, I took off the light bulb, as you can see here. I used some pliers and also a little bit of heat so that it could help the glue melt off. Be careful, don't add too much heat to it, just in case because it might burn the wire. But I did that, then I got this replacement nightlight bulb, and I drilled a little hole at the bottom of it so that the LED would fit inside of it. and I was able to make it light up. So that's what I did with this piece. Here's what it looks like with the modification. I think this looks a lot better. I think that this more accurately goes with that whole mad scientist motif. So yes, that's basically what I did in order to amend that. Otherwise, though, Dr. Gory's laboratory I think is fantastic. Again, I'm kind of a sucker for the theming on this. I'm a big fan of the mad scientist motif. No sound on this piece, so there isn't going to be a soundtrack portion of this video. But just keep that in mind, and that does help keep the price down on it. But yes, I think for the price of this one, I believe it's like $80 or something. I think that's a great deal for this. Yeah, I absolutely love this piece. Alright guys, well that was my review of Dr. Gory's laboratory. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.